Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so this, let's get the camera here. This is my extent of editing. Move the camera so it crops out that part of the wall. Okay, so this is going to be a month of December check-in. I haven't done a whole month before like this. And what I'm feeling to do is, first off, start in with the Divine Feminines and see, going to apply my usual Divine Masculine reading to the feminines for the first part. Then I'm going to do a Divine Masculine reading, and then I'm going to bring it back into the connection. More typically how I do the connection reads. So for cross watchers that want to see what the Divine Feminines are thinking and feeling, here we go. So thank you, Divine Creator, for bringing through only the highest and most beneficial information for the beautiful twin collective that joins me here. What is it that we can know about the Divine Feminines? How are they thinking about their masculine? How are they feeling for their masculine in their hearts? What is it that they wish for the connection at this time? What actions are they taking? What is the biggest challenge, and what is the spirit guidance for that? I feel some Getty Divine Masculines, like finally we get to hear what they're up to. So flop the DF, DM as it resonates. Who knows, it may resonate for you whether you think you are the DM or the DF. It's just energy. Okay, so what are the Divine Feminines thinking about their masculine? Ooh, the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm hearing is the Divine Feminines actually are onto the Divine Masculines. They know that this is divinely guided. They know that their masculines are powerhouses. They know how conscious they are. They know that the masculines aren't, I'm hearing stupid, I don't want to say that, but that's what I'm hearing. They know that the masculines are more aware than sometimes it comes across. They are the magicians, and they have been investing in the connection. The feminines are really starting to appreciate the little things. They are starting to see those little things beyond any of the triggering. For many feminines, they have stepped into consciously manifesting their lives on profound levels as well, and that's bringing the feminines into appreciation for the journey, appreciation for their masculine, and seeing the truth, the reality of the things the masculine has been doing all along to invest in the connection, when that quite simply didn't need to happen. That sets this connection apart from other connections because of the way the Divine Masculines continue to invest, continue to connect energetically or 3D. I'm mostly feeling 3D here because this is the Pentacles, and that is in the material realm, in the physical. So yeah, feminines are truly feeling an unlimited energy. They know that the masculines are powerhouses. They know that they have become powerhouses, and together they see this connection as very viable, I'm hearing, for innovation, for forward movement. Yeah, okay, so what are the feminines feeling in their hearts for their masculine? Four of Chalices, so there's some wishful thinking. They're wanting this love. They are wanting to bring it from the past. They're wanting to experience the love renewed in this moment. Here comes the dolphin with the cup of love, and they're wishing on a star. Feminines definitely want a deepening connection with their masculine. Here is an Ace of Pentacles. So they're wanting that new start. They're wanting to take things to a new level. They're wanting their masculine to offer. The feminines are not wanting to force anything. So even though they are well aware of the connection that was established in the past, they know that the masculine has to offer, so they aren't reaching out maybe right now. And there's this energy of truth, reality, grounding. It's a bit romantic, a bit nostalgic, but it's grounded in a way because the feminines truly just want equal give and take. So they're balancing out between what happened in the past and what they want on their hearts, this new beginning with the masculine. They're in between those energies, tempering them is what I'm feeling. Okay, what are the feminines wishing for their connection? Ooh, the shadow with the magician for the second time. So they're wanting to manifest an increase of connection with their masculine. They're wanting the opportunity to talk about some of the illusions. I'm quite hearing that the feminines want the illusion to be gone once and for all between them and their masculine. They want the truth. They want a rock solid foundation. They want it not only unspoken, but they want it out in the open. They want the shadows to be revealed between the feminine and masculine. They're wishing for this. They're wishing for an opportunity to shed light on the connection between the two. Okay, what actions are the feminines taking? Seeker of Flames, they are freeing their spirit. They are seeking divine guidance. They are, some I'm hearing, are doing full moon manifestation ceremonies today, being that it's the full moon. And the star, they're really wanting to understand. They are praying to be shown their destined path, because for many, this connection, even though the destiny card and this wishing card is on the table, it's in the reverse. So sight unseen, they're trusting blind faith. They are asking the divine to keep them interested in the connection, is what I'm hearing. Honestly, they are praying for a sign that they should continue going forward on this journey, because for many, they can feel that the connection has changed. They can feel there has been a pause in some way. And so they're sincerely asking the divine to show them a sign. So yeah, ask and you shall receive, feminines. Definitely pray. You will get your sign. What is the biggest challenge for the feminines? This new beginning. This is the same card, the Ace of Crystals and the Ace of Pentacles. This showed up a moment ago for how the feminines were feeling that it is the masculines that need to offer, because the feminines have offered so much in the past. So the challenge is this new beginning. And the Queen of Cups, trusting, having faith, blind faith. I want to clarify that term blind faith, because this is certainly not blind. When we are focused on the divine and our intuition, we have much deeper confirmation of the reality of it. It might be blind in the 3D, but energetically it is known beyond a shadow of a doubt. So for feminines who are praying for physical realm confirmation, that is not wrong, because we do want to ground this in the physical. We do want to have a deepening connection in the physical, but the challenge is strengthening that spiritual awareness, continuing to, I'm hearing the word patience, and so for feminines who are patiently waiting for physical signs from the masculine to get past some of the illusion and to bring things into the 3D more, you are being asked to strengthen your intuitive skills right now, to do what you need to do for that new beginning in your own right. And what is the spirit guidance though? Transition. Yeah, it was super. Oh, and the Lovers. Go towards the light, feminines. Spirit guidance for divine feminines is, you have made a choice in love. Do everything in your personal life that it takes for this new beginning that you are wishing for with all of your heart. Tell yourself accurate spiritual truths about how beneficial the inspiration that your masculine has shown you for your life really is. So many feminines have a vision of what life would be like with their masculine. The message here is make those steps today towards that highest vision of what is possible in your life independently. Keep going. Let it inspire you. Let it show you your best assessment of self. So feminines, when we have somebody so beautifully perfect for us, like our masculine, we see an image of what that would exemplify in ourselves to be in alignment with that person. At first, it's the self-worth. This is the transition. At first, it's the self-worth. Am I good enough for this person? Am I blah, 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 anything enough for that person? And they're on a pedestal. But as we come into it, we understand that reality has to ground, and the process shapes and refines and promotes growth. So the feminines are getting through that, but the important thing is to remember that whatever it was that you saw as the highest potential or do see regarding your life with your masculine, work towards that in your own right and let your connection be a muse. When you are so certain about those expressions that you are being called towards, and you're seeing that reflected by the assessment of your connection with your masculine, I'm finding it a little bit difficult to bring the message through. So whoever it is that you feel you would be with your masculine in a future scenario with them, do it now. Do everything you can to clean up things in your life that are holding you back and to establish the things that you would be doing with your masculine. Choose it. Let it pull you that way. Okay, so beautiful. And now I'm going to dive in and do the masculine version of this. So what are the masculines thinking of the connection? What are the masculines feeling for their feminine in their hearts? What are the masculines wishing for the connection? What actions are being taken today? What is the biggest challenge for the masculines? And what is spirit guidance? Get some clarifiers going in one moment too. Let's do these. Awesome. I am certainly feeling this full moon and eclipse energy. I'm feeling tired today. I stayed in bed all morning and lounged. Everybody needs a day like that sometimes. So if you're waiting on readings, they are coming. If I've promised you a reading today and I said this morning, you will get it today. Please forgive me. I want to bring through the best messages. Okay, so for the masculines, what clarification? Okay, masculines, what are you thinking about the connection today? Oh, Three of Swords in the reverse with the Sun. Okay, so we've been feeling this bit of a theme with everything coming to the light and the masculines in no uncertain terms seeing the direction that they want to go for their happiness. Today, they're wanting to turn around any of the heartache and bring all of it to light. So just as the feminines were wanting this illusion to be sorted, light being brought to it, much of the illusion, as far as the feminines know, is the heartache. There should be no heartache between the twins. And so I'm feeling there's a little bit of being on the same page. The feminines are wishing for this, and the masculines are thinking about it consciously. They're thinking about how to turn the heartache around, how to bring the happiness back into the connection. Okay, so what are the masculines feeling for their feminine on their hearts? No way, the Magician. This is the third time the Magician card has come up today with the Two of Swords. So The masculines are being stimulated to desire to manifest. On their hearts, they know they want to manifest the connection. They just don't know exactly how. They're going deeply within. This is a card of blocked vision. She's got a blindfold on there. So they're wanting to bring the feminine out of confusion, out of not knowing the masculine's truth. They want to show. The Magician here is giving me the feeling that they want their actions to speak louder than words. And when the feminines are wishing for this new beginning from, or feeling that there is a changeover with who's meant to take action next, the masculines are certainly in that energy of knowing they have to actively put in some effort, and they're looking at what would be most appropriate. They're really searching their hearts. I'm feeling a little bit of sticky energy with this because, you know, intention is everything. And even though the masculines haven't intended to make moves that would hurt the feminines, there is a sense that they know that it has not been as eloquent as it could have been. There's a sense that inaction or silence hasn't been the best approach. It's a flavor of regret, mildly here, but they're not wanting to manifest the same modes going forward, and so their hearts are feeling into and designing more love-based ways of looking at the connection, feeling the connection, and their hearts are searching for inspiration is what I'm getting there. Okay, what are the masculines wishing for the connection? Daughter of Swords. So this is that Page of Swords energy, looking for things online. They might be checking out your social media. They might be researching. With the Ace of Wands, so they're wanting to start a passionate new beginning. They're looking for a sign that it's time. They are looking for ways to free themselves. I'm also feeling here. So the swords can represent legal matters, but also investigation. So for some, I am feeling the masculines are wishing that they knew what details need to be sorted in order for this new beginning. I'm feeling that those in commitments on some level are beginning to see that they need a fresh start. They are beginning to see that they're going to have to be very precise and deliberate with some of the things that need to be tidied up in their lives before they can be completely free to have this new start. But they're wishing to free themselves. They're wishing to figure out how to get up this mountain of transformation so they can soar with the feminine. They want to be able to show up without baggage is what I'm hearing. So what actions are being taken? Oh, here's the Ace of Pentacles. That is the card that the feminines were feeling it's the masculine's turn to offer, and here it is. Here is that very offer. So the masculines are wanting to offer something in the physical. They're working on something to offer the feminine to bring this connection out of isolation, out of separation, out of distance. So the 5 and the 1 equal give and take. The 6 of Coins, which is the card of prosperity and growth. So these two together, the masculines are doing what's needed in their physical lives. This is a financial card as well. So for some, this Ace of Wands energy and figuring out what they need to do. For some, they are getting back to square one financially. They're becoming financially independent. So some have been paying off debts. Some have been sorting assets with karmic partners. Some have been starting new jobs. I'm hearing moving to new locations. So whatever it takes for this new start in the physical, the masculines have opened up to knowing that it's going to possibly be a revolutionary choice that they're getting ready to offer. So feminines, this coin may actually not completely be something directly stating intentions coming towards you, but a move that the masculine is making in their lives that will benefit this connection coming out of separation eventually when it grounds. This is solid energy that the masculines are doing behind the scenes as far as the feminines are concerned, I'm feeling. Okay, what are the masculines feeling? Oh, what is the biggest challenge? Sorry. Oh, Seven of Swords. This is strategy with the Ten of Wands about the burden. So the Ten of Wands reduces to the Ace of Wands, which is the wish the masculine has. So the burden is, oh, wow, I'm going to bring this back. So the masculines are wishing to research what they need to do legally, financially, relationship-wise, employment. They're really researching what exactly do they need to do, but they're doing it kind of secretly. They're not being very open with many people. They might be telling, with this card in the reverse, they might be telling a trusted friend or a few people that they know understand or would be understanding of the situation. So they are talking to some, but for the most part, they're keeping their intentions about their wish for this new start on the down low. And that Ten of Wands is this wanting to end the burden, wanting to end things that would hold them back so that they can go for this new start. So that's the challenge. And I'm hearing it seems really slow now that they want to move towards the connection. It's a bit slower because they're, for whatever reason, wanting to be cautious or respectful or gentle with how they end the burdensome things in their lives to come forward. So spirit guidance for that is, oh wow, the Ten of Wands again, same card. And the World. So yeah, this is like completion of this burden. So the spirit advice is the only way through is through, masculines. Face it head on and do it. Just do it. There is no easy way to get around the karma, and part of being able to go forward and clean up the karma is being accountable. And so for the masculines, this is not only cleaning up things in their lives or making changes, but it does represent karmic cleanup, and it does represent being accountable for the things, commitments, vows, agreements that the masculines embarked on in an older energy, in an energy that they've outgrown. And so masculine spirit advice is to not have guilt or shame, to celebrate, to rejoice that you have outgrown certain things and now you see the light and you can move joyfully away from those things and clean those things up with diligence, with action, with accountability, with taking responsibility and admitting for being in humble energy, admitting that wishful thinking sometimes does not take precedence over having not listened fully to intuition at certain stages when choices were made that heaped the things onto your plate that resulted in burden or misalignment. It's all karmic lesson. It's all to be celebrated as part of life and the wisdom that you are discerning in all of these lessons. So that's the spirit guidance. It is actually noble, masculines, to look karmic clean up in the face and take full responsibility for having initiated every single one of these wands that you're now having to represent your authentic self more fully through the cleanup of. Wow. Okay, so let's see next. I've got all these piles of cards that I've used here. So I'm going to use the same decks and just keep pulling cards off of them is what I'm hearing. So what would the feminines say to the masculines today? We'll do it a little bit differently. Ooh, Adept of Flames with the Judgment. This is such a passionate, I would say sexy card, but here we go. So I'm gonna blush a little bit because of what I'm getting here. So I know we've never had the opportunity to take our connection as deeply as we'd like to and as romantically, but I've been thinking about it more seriously lately. I know there are things that I've never seen. We've never been able to really explore this, to really be free to connect physically, get to know each other on the deepest levels, but my heart is desiring that more and more. I've casually been thinking about that, how unbelievably satisfying this connection has the potential to be, that is so far beyond any of the other connections I've had, even though they've been incredible. I am a wonderful person and I know that, but those last little bits that I haven't been able to connect with others on in any connection, I legitimately have a hunch that you and I can get there together, that you and I have the ability to communicate that clearly, that we can work out things that neither of us have been able to get to with another person, because we're twins, because we are on that level and we're both coming into this balance. I'm really getting excited about the potential I feel to connect with you in the physical and express all of the things that I feel spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically, coming into balance and harmony with you. And I feel like it will come to light. I'm feeling like it's going that direction. I'm feeling like we will have our time to do that. And I just would love you to know that. I'm looking forward to it. Ah, very nice, feminines. Okay, for the masculines, what are the masculines feeling? What would the masculines say to the feminines? Okay. I'm getting signs from every direction right now about the truth of this infinite connection. This connection blows my mind. I laugh out loud when I'm going about my day, when I see some of the things that my thoughts tell me, that the divine tells me, the things I'm picking up on, downloading, the transmissions I get, the signs, the synchronicities. I've gone through quite a rush of them lately. I haven't shared that with you, but it's kind of interesting because it takes me off guard. Like I said, I laugh out loud. I'm going to tell you about some of the things one day, but I know there's a bit of a waiting period. I don't want to lead you on, and I don't know all the answers. I also don't want you to think I don't know all the answers because I want to be your man. I want to be the best man. So I'm still hanging back a little bit and waiting for the right opportunities, but I am focused on this and I'm paying attention. And I see a lot of potential here. You are a very interesting person, and I know it's just beginning between us. I know that if we started to get to know each other, there would be no limit to the joy that we will experience together. But everything has its season, everything has a time, and I can feel it coming. I can feel the things that need to happen for that. I'm working on it. I really am. Just know that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna leave it there, actually. And what do we want to do? Yeah, let's see. We're going to pull from this deck. I'm going to see where is the connection going in the near future. So thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what exactly is the connection doing. I'm being told 3 cards, 1 emotional, 1 mental, and 1 physical. So what is it that we need to see here? What? Oh, okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, yep, emotionally, mentally, and physically. Okay, 1 went on the floor. Oh, and we got a bunch here. Beautiful. Let me just go get the one on the floor. All right, awesome. Now, how did they fall out? Okay, so for emotional, we got the King of Wands in the reverse. So I want to say this is very much the next step after the message from the feminine. The King of Flames or Wands comes after the Knight. It's in the reverse though, so there is still some sexual balancing, some physical realm. I'm hearing the word hang-ups about the purity and the reverence of spirit coming in and balancing out before a physical next step can happen between the twins. So emotionally, both twins are balancing out any kind of, I'm hearing phobias, hang-ups, insecurities about physically coming together, sexually coming together. So this can be many things. This can be still putting the brakes on because of third party. This can be putting the brakes on because healing still needs to happen regarding the physical self. There could be some health issues. I'm getting lots and lots of different things that could apply to waiting a little bit longer before the sheer bliss of physical and sexual connection can happen for some twins. So whatever is resonating for you, this is a bell ringing. Take care of doing the things you know you need to do to bring whatever it was that just resonated into focus, so you can, I'm hearing, work on it, but also heal and come into alignment so that passions and fire and full-blown presence can be accessed when it's time to connect physically or sexually. And then on the conscious mind, we have the card of autonomy or the card of the single person. So both twins are really putting in that work to create the foundation. So some are becoming single. All twins are focusing on bringing their energy into balance, into self-sufficiency, into independent thinking. So that can be regarding their twin or not. Each of the twins are really focusing on self. That has got to be one of the biggest difficulties in the journey, is what is my twin up to? What are they doing? What are they at? How are they feeling? This is really consciously bringing it back into, how am I feeling? How am I doing? What do I need to do? What are my emotions telling me about me? That is like fresh mountain air, stream water for the soul. That's what that energy feels like. It feels like the twins are getting it, and that is ending separation mentalities and the illusion that the twins are somehow separate. Because when you pull the focus back from your twin and focus on you, you fill the void that you think your twin is creating. And so therefore, you are whole. Separation is an obsolete concept. You just are. You're just in your glory. And so then when your twin is in the picture, or you're conscious of your twin, you just get to celebrate that you know that darn person in the first place. And that's so magnetic and so happy now, and it doesn't depend on something in the future. It's a blessing, and then we go to this card of reunion. Look at how playful those little kids are running off to play. So when you are whole in yourself and just keeping your focus right where you are in the present moment, thoughts of having to reunite with your twin or not are secondary. Then the fun of it, the joy of it gets to be the thing to look forward to rather than feel bad it's not happening. Oh my gosh, I love this energy for the conscious mind for both twins. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. And physically, wow. So we have the 10 of Wands for the third time. This showed up for the masculines twice with what their biggest challenge was, and spirit guidance is to just go forward on it. And in this card, the After Tarot, we also have that masculine card of the Ace of Wands there that he's holding. So I'm going to take this that the masculines are overcoming some of the major things. Look at all these karmic situations that are laid to rest, and the masculine is about to let the new beginning support them. As I can envision, he's going to stand up and walk forward with that one wand, which is that victory flag on the top of the mountain. So the masculines are so close. Feminines, the masculines are so close to sorting out the karmic lessons, the details, the things they need to do for the new beginning. Believe that. And there's travel. So here are some of the, in this card, this is responsibility. So this is where children are coming up here. There are 2 cards here with children in them. These 2 cards both actually, for me in this deck, these ones come up to represent karmic situations, and this does have a masculine in each of the cards. So I'm going to just digress for a moment for masculines with karmic situations. This is the masculine healing enough to take accountability for the karmic situations, romantic relationships or existing karmic relationships that need to be brought to safe harbor before the masculine is free to explore a new connection. Children may be involved. So with the 4 swords, that is healing after the 3 of swords. That's healing after third-party situations. That's taking responsibility and doing what is right to bring these karmic partnerships into safety so that the masculine can actually be free to start something new. And then this card is also the masculine creating this image of what's best for the children and unhooking from that, knowing that some of the assumptions, some of the reasons that the masculines have stayed in some situations have been because they thought it was best for the children. So this energy is the masculines really working emotionally through that currency, through that conduit, and unhooking from guilt, unhooking from the assumptions that would bind or say that we're not free to navigate our lives in ways that we feel called. But the masculines are so responsible. There is an accountability here. And there's the card of justice. So, you know, this can apply, this whole message can apply for feminines as well, but it's mostly for the masculines, I'm feeling, because we have a masculine in every one of these cards. However, most certainly will apply if feminines, you have karmic situations where children are involved and needing to make some financial decisions, maybe some moves, making sure that the children are taken care of, and it be very diligent to not make assumptions of what's best for the children, but see the children for who they are and what they actually need rather than through any trauma imprinting. And then the justice card. So true justice is coming in, and I truly believe that this, what we're seeing here, is marking the end of karmic situations. So it doesn't have to just be romantic partnerships, but quite clearly that's what we're talking about in these particular cards. But this can be also work scenarios, staying in jobs that are not beneficial for the children or for the families that will come to be when the masculines can unhook from some of these worldly jobs, I'm hearing, and move towards higher templates, more spiritually affirming occupations and things like that for some. But justice is coming in. This is the final card, everybody. So literally finalization of situations. We've got the 10 of Wands 3 times. So the masculines are so very close to wrapping up beliefs, thoughts, and physical realm things that have to do with obsolete, old, outdated lessons and karma, and coming into justified new beginnings. So just another quick side note for the feminines. The masculines got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Coins, and the Ace of Swords. New beginnings across the board. We got the Magician a number of times and the card of burden ending, that 10 of Wands 3 times. Okay, one last Starseed Oracle for the feminines, please. What frequency can we gift the feminines with the awareness of as we complete this reading today? We get Chakra Kabbalah, spiritual path, life lessons, and karma. Chalk it up to learning, feminines. Let it light you up on every level. I'm hearing dance. I'm hearing Kundalini. Let the flow go. Do some yoga. Feel your body. Let the fire rise in you. That spine of fire. Get ready. Get energized. Get moving. Do what you know you need to do on every single level to continue on your spiritual path, to give thanks for being on this spiritual path. Embrace your life lessons and completely release your masculine to finish up his major life lessons. Because you know what? The two of you are going to come together and teach this stuff. Your story will inform people on these kinds of triumphant spiritual wins and demonstrations in life. So just embody, feminines. And for the masculines, what are we getting for the energy that the masculines most need to see? And it's on the floor. And crunching the microphone. Okay, Chamber of Teleportation, journey, exchange, and transference. So masculines, this is such a 5D card, and it's talking about the journey. You are not the same person you were when you started this journey. And masculines, if you're watching this, blessings to you, kudos to you. I'm seeing so much amazing progress and almost miraculous triumph for you masculines, because you know you are the masters of the 3D. You are the master manifestors on this planet that believe that you can do anything, and you are now tempering your soul and moving into profound spiritual leadership as well, and that is the embodiment of humility and mastery and authenticity. So yeah, you are getting into a frequency because of this journey that has brought you to an excellence. I'm being reminded to go back to the 6 of Coins in your reading for actions you're taking. You are absolutely transferring energetically all of the most beneficial attitudes and calibrations that you're needing in order to have a new start and not be in this separation mindset anymore. That is competition, lack, being left out in the cold, anywhere that you feel disadvantaged, anywhere you've had an imbalance, masculines, you are doing it. Wow, you are in transit from that old life to the new. Wow. Okay, let me know how you think of this style of reading. I would be willing to do this once a week or once at the beginning of every month, which is probably easier, but I love you all so much. So if 45 minutes isn't too much, for once a week, let me know in the comments. I love you all, and have a beautiful, beautiful day.